It has officially been 1 year of me returning back to counseling, finishing up strong, going through treatment, and coming out on the other end with a huge thumbs up. Let's do this! Oh!
Be the hardest thing because I don't fully love myself, and that's really hard to say. That I, Tyler Rossmann, don't fully love myself, and that's something that I know that's the hard edit. I've been insecure about it for so many years is because I am not comfortable in my body. And so that is something I'm determined to try to work on and improve. I am aware of that, and I'm trying now to go ahead and improve my life.
What is good, YouTube? My name is Tyler Rossmann, and you guys are watching Tross Films, and it is extremely exciting time because I will officially hit my 1 year mark of returning back to seeing Carly, my counselor, going through the process of treatment through my eating disorder, of having bulimia and trying to overcome that, along with all the other difficulties of my mental illnesses, along with trying to find a relationship with food and my body and exercise. And I am just extraordinarily excited. And the reason I'm so excited is because a lot has happened in this past year, and for me right now, I feel so incredibly different in such the best ways possible. The first thing, I feel confident about myself, and that's something I can truly and wholeheartedly say to be true. That for once in my life, I finally am at the point where I can say that I love myself. I love my body, I love my mind, I love the imperfections about me, and I've come to that true sense of self throughout the course of this year. It did not take 1 day, it did not take a week, did not take a month. This was 12 months, 52 weeks of serious work trying to dive deeper into who I am, trying to become more self-aware, and trying to get back onto my feet. And a lot of times it felt like I was walking through quicksand. I felt like every time I would try to get back up, I would fall back down again. Every time I tried to look for a vine, I would fall back down again. I had so many failures, so many relapses in this past year, and it's been one of the most excruciating times of my life going through recovery. And the reason that is so tricky is because you really have to get to the core of the issues. You have to get to the core of what triggers you. You have to get to the core of what's really causing those demons, those voices in your head, and causing you to do the things that you do. And that's hard, it's not easy. And for me right now though, it's a big deal because I look at where I'm at now and look at where I used to be a year ago. I rewatched that video at the beginning, and the thing that just got me was it didn't seem like I did. The thing that really got me was that it didn't feel like me. It felt like a completely different version of myself, of my past self. And that's a person I never want to go back to. And I know I won't because of how much I've learned. Through all my mistakes and all my failures, I learned so many lessons. I've dug deeper into the core of my strengths and my weaknesses. I've recognized who I am, more about what I want to be and where I want to go. Am I there yet? Have I reached all infinity of knowledge? No. I have come such a far time in this past year, but there's still so much out there for me to dig into, for me to continually learn, continue to progress, evolve, and grow, and change. This is gonna be a lifelong journey for me, and this past year though was the catalyst year of me really being affirmative of me wanting to live. The first time in my life I can confidently say that I want to live. I don't want to cause harm to my body anymore. Because that's something I've been doing for the past 6 years of my life. And I want to put that part of me in the past and now look to the future about what's going to be, about what will happen, about who I will become. And working every single day, one day at a time, to keep that goal in mind, of my future self, of where I want to be, of the things I'm excited for in life. To be grateful, to love others, to be as authentic and genuine and real as I possibly can. To continue to grow, and just to put things in perspective for you of how excited this makes me. A year ago when I visited Carly, my counselor, for the first time, she had me take a test. The questionnaire was centered on your mental health, relationships, with work, with different stressors, with how you ate, how you slept, things like that nature. The scale ranged from 0, which means kind of no issues, you're perfect, you're perfect, to 30, which was you need to be hospitalized and be under supervision 24/7. On a scale of 0 to 30, with 30 being the most extreme, I was a 26. I was a 26 on that scale. And now I took it again this year, and I'm only a 10. And that to me just speaks volume. Is it a number? Yes, but what it represents is what makes me excited. I've never focused my attention on getting better more than in my entire life. I 1000% focus wholeheartedly on getting myself better, getting myself stronger. I sacrificed a lot of time to really put into myself so that I can be at this point right now. And I know that I still have a lot of place to go. But that is what gets me super jacked up, super pumped up, and super hopeful for the future. I know a year ago when I created my video first, my biggest insecurity film, that was a really hard point for me. That was a really hard film for me to actually shoot because I showcased to the world and told everyone that I struggle with an eating disorder, which for me was the hardest thing because of the stigmas associated with them, especially with males in eating disorders. But I've had so much support, so much encouragement. I've been shown so much love by so many people this past year especially, and just that really I take to heart. And I want you to know that it means a heck of a lot. It means the absolute world to me that there's so many of you out there that support me and want to be there for me, and that I will never be able to say thank you enough. But even the littlest, simplest things like a text or a phone call or a letter in the mail or really anything, it means a lot, and I want you to know that I genuinely appreciate it. And now the only thing I can hope now is that I can give back as much as I've received. And so if you're a person going through a tough time, please reach out to me. And just always remember that you truly are important to so many people. You are valuable for being you. You are always loved. There's always love out there, and there's love in your life. You have love to give yourself. And you are never ever alone. And these are things, little reminders that are true, but I know how hard it can be to actually listen to them and remember them, especially when you're going through a really troubling time. As always, my name is Tyler Rossmann. Thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch, for supporting me this past year. I'm so excited to see how we're going to go in the future, in this next year, and everything else. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited for life, and let's get to it. What?